Well, hello guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to look at some more Harbor Freight coupons. It's a new month, so that means new coupons. We're going to be looking at the Harbor Freight early February 2026 super coupon deals going on right now at Harbor Freight. And if you want to find any of these coupons, you can find them anytime you like at my website under the Extras tab. There you go. There's a domain for you right there. Type that into your browser. Head on over there under the Extras tab. You'll find this and many more coupons for Harbor Freight throughout the entire year. So let's get started. Let's take a look at some of these coupons that we have that just came out today, and they're going to be good until the 16th of February. So all these coupons in this video are good until the 16th. So let's get started. Let's see right here if you're looking for a low-cost floor jack. Here you go with the Pittsburgh 3-ton low-profile floor jack with rapid pump for 140 bucks. Obviously, the Daytonas are also available, but they're going to cost you more. If you want a low-cost jack, here is the Pittsburgh, 140 bucks right now, normally 170. That's 30 bucks you save yourself. How about if you're looking for an inverter generator? Well, you have the Predator 2000 watt super quiet inverter generator. This is kind of like a Honda clone right there. They're generally one of the quietest ones out there. So here you go. This guy right now is about 550 bucks right now. Normally 600. Save yourself 50 bucks. Or do you want some pressure washers? Well, here is a couple of choices for you. The Bauer 1800 PSI 1.2 gallons per minute portable electric pressure washer for 80 bucks, normally 100, so you save 20 bucks. This is kind of like a copy of a Ryobi design because I have a Ryobi that has this same exact design. So you can get this guy for 80 bucks, or if you like, you can get this guy right here, the old Portland Green Machine. Same thing again, 80 bucks for this guy, normally 90, so you save yourself a few bucks on that guy. The other one, the Bauer, is more expensive than this guy, which leads me to believe that they may be phasing out this Portland guy in the near future. Just like they phased out the blue one that I have, the old Pacific Hydrostar. That one's gone, and they replaced it with the Portland. Well, maybe they might be phasing out the Portland as well, and they just want to keep the Bauer brands going on. But this one, it depends if you want it or not. It's 1750 psi, only 50 psi difference, but it does put out more water. This one is 1.3 gallons per minute of water coming out. So slightly lower pressure, more water going through it. Totally up to you, depends on your needs. 80 bucks for this guy right now, if you want that. And if you want some batteries, here you go with the Edge batteries, AA or AAA 18 packs for 8 bucks almost. Normally 9, so you save yourself about a buck and a half, something like that. And these are the blue batteries. Or how about if you want an Easy Flux 125 amp welder? This is their titanium, but it is the lower end titanium. And it's almost the same as the Chicago Electric one that they have as well, but a little bit better quality, hopefully. So 130 bucks for this guy, normally 150, so you save yourself 20 bucks. And here you go if you want an open frame inverter generator from Predator, and it puts out more power too. It's 8750 watts for this guy right here, and it's $1,000 right now, normally 1200, so you save yourself a couple of $100. And what if you need to move some stuff around? Well, here is an 18 by 12 inch, 1,000 pound capacity hardwood dolly for only 10 bucks, normally 13, so you save around 3 bucks. And if you want a big bag compressor, you have the Fortress 27 gallon 200 psi high performance oil free vertical shop auto air compressor. Right now, only $350, normally $400, so you save yourself 50 bucks. And there is a cheaper one further down, and I'll point that out for you in just a moment. But what if you need to do some drywall sanding? Well, here you go with the Bauer 5 amp 9-inch variable speed drywall sander for 120 bucks, normally 170, so you can save 50 bucks right now if you plan on doing a lot of drywall sanding. Or if you need to light up your shop a little bit, how about the Braun 5500 lumens 4-foot linkable LED hanging shop light? Right now, this guy is only 18 bucks. Normally 23, so that's about a $5 difference right there. And it seems like they've improved it a little bit because you can link up to 8 of them. Before, I think it was only 4 you could link up. Now you can link all the way up to 8 of these guys together, and it saves a lot of trouble with the wiring. If you need to do some storage, here you go with the Yukon 5-tier shelf storage system, 36 by 18 by 72. You can store some stuff with this guy, and it's only 45 bucks right now. normally 60, so that's about 15 bucks you save right there. And here you go, if you want an inexpensive compressor from McGraw, you can get this guy right now. Here you go with the 20-gallon 135 psi oil lube vertical shop auto air compressor for only 210 bucks, normally 250, so you save yourself 40 bucks. This guy has a lot of benefits compared to the Fortress. It's a little bit smaller, it's only 20 instead of 27 gallons. It's only 135 psi instead of 200, but most tools run around 90 psi, so that's really not a big problem unless you have something special that needs a lot of psi. And this guy is oil lube, so it means that you can keep it going just about forever as long as you change the oil on it and keep it nice and fresh. And it's a heck of a lot cheaper, isn't it? So if you're looking for an inexpensive compressor for your home shop or something like that, this is probably the best way to go. If you need a shop press, on the other hand, here you go with the Central Machinery 20-ton H-frame floor shop press for 210 bucks right now, normally 270, so you can save yourself 60 bucks. If you need to clean out some drains, here you have the drain cleaner from Bauer, 1/2 inch by 50 footer, and they only have 50 footer. Like I always say, they have two of these machines. One has the automatic feed on the front, this one. The other one does not have the automatic feed, but they're both 1/2 by 50, not too much of a difference there, except in the price because the other one's like about 100 bucks cheaper than this guy. So for 100 bucks more, what you're doing is paying for this automatic feed on the front of it, and you don't have to feed it in manually. So this guy right now is $350, normally $400, save yourself 50 bucks. And another convenient thing that this guy has is the wheel, so you can wheel it around. The other one does not have wheels, so you have to pretty much lug it around. I have a very similar design, the Pacific HydroStar, and you gotta lug it around. And it's not light. I mean, it can break your back if you have to go a long distance. Trust me, it's like, 70, 80, 90 pounds. It's not light. It's pretty heavy. And how about if you need a motor? The Predator 13 horsepower overhead valve horizontal shaft gas engine for 360 bucks right now, normally 380, save yourself 20 bucks. Or if you need a liquid transfer pump, battery operated, 8 bucks for this guy right now, normally 13.50, save a few bucks right there. How about some portable car canopies? The weather's starting to change, starting to get hot and sunny out there. The Cover Pro 10 by 20 portable car canopy for 120 bucks, normally 130, save yourself 10 bucks. And if you need some other motors and stuff right there, there you go. Or how about a power station from Predator? 600 watt power station, 512 watt hour capacity, 400 bucks right now, normally 450, save yourself 50 bucks. Or how about some storage for your tools and stuff? Here you go with the US General 56 by 22 top chest for 550 right now, normally 600, that's 50 bucks you save. Comes in 9 colors. The new one is purple, or plum crazy for the Mopar guys. And here we go, if you need a little steel utility cart, these guys are very convenient for carrying all sorts of stuff around. Nice big wheels, so you can go off-roading with it. Here you go, 1,200 pounds for this guy. Steel utility cart with removable sides, 150 bucks right now, normally 180, so that's 30 bucks you save. And how about a motorcycle lift? Here you go with the Pittsburgh 1,500 pound steel ATV and motorcycle lift for 110 bucks, normally 140. So that's about 30 bucks you save right there. And before we get too far into this video, guys, do me a great big favor and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. That way you stay informed every time I make more coupon deals and videos for you guys from Harbor Freight, Home Depot, Lowe's, Amazon, or any other great place that I can find to save you guys some money. All right, then let's move along. And here we go. How about a paper towel holder? Everybody needs one of those, right? A magnetic paper towel holder from US General for only 12 bucks, normally 15, save a couple of bucks there. This guy only comes in 8 colors, so you don't have the purple just yet. Or if you need a MIG welder from Titanium, the MIG 170 professional welder with 120 or 240 volt input, 500 bucks right now, normally 550, save yourself 50 bucks. Or this guy here, a 6-liter ultrasonic parts cleaner for 150 bucks. Normally 170, you save yourself 20 bucks right now. Or how about a retractable air hose reel from Merlin, 3/8 by 50 footer for 80 bucks right now, normally 100, so that's 20 bucks you save, not too bad. Nice and easy way to keep your hose off the ground, keep it out of your way. How about if you need some universal sanding disc, the Bauer 5-inch hook and loop universal pattern sanding disc, a 5-pack for $4.49. Normally $6, save yourself $1.50 there, something like that. Comes in 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 150, and 220 grit. And how about this guy right here, the Hercules SDS Max Type Demolition Hammer with maximum vibration control, 14.5 amp, 23 pounder for $330 right now. Normally $400, save yourself $70. Or if you want to keep your sockets nice and organized, here you go from US General, the 3/8-inch drive magnetic socket holder for $15. Normally $20, save about $5 there. Comes for either SAE or metric, keep it all nice and organized. And how about a welding helmet, the Blue Design Auto Darkening Welding Helmet from Chicago Electric. $33 right now, normally $45, so that's about $10 you save right there. And let's see, how about this deep cut variable speed bandsaw from Hercules, 11 amp, 5-incher. You know, they do have the Bauer also, that's only about a 4-incher, so a tiny little bit smaller. So this guy right now from Hercules is $150, normally $180, save yourself $30 right there. Or if you want another titanium welder, you got a lot of choices this time. The MiG 140 professional welder with 120 volt input for $150 right now, normally $500, save $50 on that bad boy. And these guys here, the detail brush set, a 6-piece set for $229, normally $3, so that's about what, 79, 80 cents, something like that you saved there. But you know what, I'll tell you, it's probably smarter to not buy these guys right now because they put them on the dollar days all the time. So for $1, you could probably get these guys most of the time. And you know, the dollar days nowadays, they put them like every other week. Before it used to be like once a month. Now it's pretty much every other week. I just did it last week. You watch, it'll be back again next week. And these guys might only be $1. So I would suggest just wait for that. Don't run out going to get those guys. And here you go. How about if you want a Hercules 3 amp 5-inch random orbit palm sander with the soft start? You can get this guy for $49 right now. Normally $55, so that's about $5 or $6 you save. And I do have a sander video coming out tomorrow. You guys stay tuned for that. You'll probably like it a little bit better than this guy because the one I'm going to show you is a detail sander. It is cheaper than this guy, and it's a 20-volt cordless sander. I think you're going to like it, and it works on DeWalt batteries. So check that out. If you got DeWalt tools and you got DeWalt batteries, you can use this guy and save yourself some money. And it's not a bad little tool. I've been using it since I made that review a few weeks ago, and I've been using it on all sorts of painting projects, and this little guy comes in really, really handy. Very powerful, and the battery lasts a long time, so I think you're going to like it. All right, let's move on. How about some TIG welding gloves? The Vulcan Defender Professional TIG welding gloves for only $11. Normally $13, so that's a couple of bucks you save right there. And these guys, the Bauer 3/16 black oxide step drill bit set, you can get this guy for $22, normally $30, so that's about $8 you save. It's a 12-step and an 11-step, so there you go, your 12-step program right there. There you go. And how about this guy right here, the 6.5 amp variable speed compact router from Bauer. You can get this guy for $50 right now. Normally $60, so that's about $10 you save. You know, I haven't done a review of a compact router. Maybe one of these days I'll get one and see about doing a review for one of those, see which one I pick. Depends which one I find to be the best deal or which one is most interesting at the time that I'm looking for it. So we'll see what that brings. And if you need a hole saw, here you go from Warrior, the 3/4 inch to 5-inch carbon steel hole saw set, 18 pieces for $12. Normally $15, so that's a couple of bucks you save right there. Or here you go with the Maddox body and fender set, a 7-piece set for $40. Normally $50, that's about $10 you save on that guy. Or this guy right here, new 100 lumens, it says. This guy's been around forever. And it's already was upgraded to an LED, so I don't understand what they mean by new. This guy's been around since it used to be the freebies, but back then it just had a regular incandescent bulb. So you can get this guy for $2 right now. Normally 4. That's half price. I wouldn't be surprised if they put this on dollar days also very soon. So I would just say wait for that as well. You might just get it for just $1. And the illumination is not that great. 100 lumens, you'd probably be better off just holding a candle in your hand. That's really how weak that is. But you know what? It does come in handy if you're in a dark area and you want to wear a headband or something like that instead of having to hold the light. But, what can I say? It's only $2. And this guy right here as well, not really a great little tool. I have this guy and I've used it and abused it, and it doesn't really last that long. The Chicago Electric 30-watt lightweight soldering iron. I got this way before I even started my channel. I just needed something cheap to do some soldering because my normal soldering iron went kaput. So I got this little guy for $4 back then, I think it was. And I think that was the normal price. But I'll tell you, the defect that this guy has is that it burns through the tip too quickly. The tip, after just a couple of uses, the tip goes bad. But I'll tell you what, I kept it going by simply using some 14, 16 gauge wire or something like that. I just put it back in there and it works as a tip just fine. Just sharpen off the tip on it and you keep on going. So that's how I used that one for a long time. That's a smart way you can save yourself some money. If you get one of these guys and you burn the tip, just get some copper wire, stick it in there, and you made yourself a new tip for nothing. So there you go. That's one easy fix right there. Yeah, how about if you need a tool tote? Here you go with the Hercules 17-inch tool tote with 19 pockets for $28. Normally 37, so that's about $10 you save on that guy. Or how about some Atlas tools? You got to do some cleaning outside. Here's a couple of Atlas tools for you. The 80-volt brushless cordless 16-inch string trimmer tool only for $70. Normally 80, so you save $10 on that guy. And if you need a blower, well, here you go. The 80-volt brushless cordless 150 mile per hour 605 CFM blower tool only for $60. Normally 75, so that's about $15 you save there. Keep in mind, you're going to need to spend another $100, $150 to get the battery, the charger, all that kind of stuff if you're not in the Atlas family. If you are, well, then there you go. You're already ahead of the game. And how about if you need a diagonal cutter, the Quinn 7-inch diagonal cutters for $5. Normally 8, so that's a couple of bucks you save there. Or do you need another welding helmet? Here's the Vulcan 10.1 square inch arc safe auto darkening welding helmet with the flame design, pretty cool design, for $140 right now. Normally $150, so you save $10 on that guy. Or if you need a cast steel anvil, here you go from Doyle, 65-pounder for $120 right now. Normally $140, so you save yourself $20 on that guy. And here you go, if you need a place to store all your tools and so forth, here you go with the Power and Air Tool Drawer Organizer from US General, so it'll probably fit very conveniently in your US General toolbox. $25 for this guy right now, normally $30, so that's about $4 or $5 you save there. And here you go with the Warrior 18-volt cordless 1/4 inch hex impact driver kit with the battery and charger for about $30. Normally $40, so that's about $10 you save right there. This guy used to be cheaper. It used to be like $22, $24, something like that. Now it's up to $29. That's how everything keeps going up incrementally, little increases here or there, so you don't even hardly notice it. But before you know it, you turn around and you go, wow, it really went up quite a bit. And that's the way it keeps going up with all this stuff. And here you go, if you need a brushless cordless pole saw from Atlas, the 80-volt brushless cordless 10-inch pole saw tool only. Again, you got to buy the battery and charger separately. But right now, the tool by itself is $80, normally $90, so you save yourself $10. And these guys come in really, really handy. I've been doing some trimming, I guess you could call it. I'm slowly taking down some trees in my backyard that died on me from a fungus infection. But I'm taking them down. I'm not going to pay somebody to do it for me. I can do it myself. I have several chainsaws that I can use to take it down, but I got to be careful so I don't contaminate other trees, so I got to keep it to only one chainsaw until I'm all done, and then I got to clean that off. Be careful when you're messing with trees and stuff like that. If you're trimming here or there or whatever, always clean your tools. This is the way these guys got infected. Many years ago, I paid a crew of people to come in here and trim the tree because it was way out of control. It was like 30 feet up in the air. I couldn't reach it by myself. They got up there, they trimmed it down, but their tools were obviously infected from another tree that they took down, and they basically contaminated my tree with that infection. And a few years later, little by little, I start to see the trees wither and slowly die. Well, now, years later, they're totally completely dead. The fungus killed it off. And you can see the fungus growing out on the bark and all this kind of stuff. So be careful. If you're doing it yourself, make sure to use some bleach or something like that and clean off your tools when you're done. If you happen to be taking down any kind of tree or anything that's infected, and that may be something you may want to ask some people. If you're having some work done on your house, ask them if they cleaned their tools, ask them to do it right there in front of you, so at least you know that if they start taking down your trees, trimming it, whatever, you're not going to get an infection, and then a few years later, after they're long gone, you're going to have some dead trees in your yard. So just a little word of the wise there. And how about if you need a cultivator? The Atlas 80-volt brushless cordless 10-inch cultivator, tool only. Again, everything is tool only. You got to have the battery and charger already, or you're going to have to buy it separately. $150 right now for this cultivator, normally $190. Save yourself $40. Or how about if you need one of these system testers for your battery? Now, this is something a professional would carry around because it does have a printout. Most normal DIYers are not going to need a printout. Here you go with the Viking 612 24-volt digital battery and system tester with the printer for $100 right there. Normally $130, so you save yourself $30. And how about some genuine solid carbide burrs, a 4-piece set from Chief, 2-incher alumina cut. There you go, you can clean up some metal with those guys. And here you go with the cement mixer. I pointed this guy out to you guys when I did the video for the Inside Track Club deals, and that's on my channel if you want to see that. They happen to have the plastic bucket on sale right now for the Inside Track Club guys, but if you don't want to get that, if you want a cheaper one, this is the way to go. 3.5 cubic foot cement mixer for $250, normally $270, so you save yourself $20. But the other one is like over $300, so this one is way cheaper than the other one, like $50 to $70 cheaper than the plastic one. So that's a smart way to go if you want to still save some money. And there you go, guys. There's an Atlas battery for you, and that's all the deals that we have right now going on for the early part of February for coupons at Harbor Freight. Hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye for now.